Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Here's today's video. The beer is courtesy of Ty. Thanks much, Ty. Really appreciate it. It's Tuesdays, and on Tuesdays I try to test my palate. This one definitely fits the bill because it's a style I haven't had in a while. It's a style I like. I don't think about it often, if I'm being honest, so I'm really excited to try this. So it's Golden Sky. It's a blonde ale, so, good name there. South County, I think it's 4.2% ABV. And it doesn't say like hop or hops, what grains or any of that kind of stuff. It always reminds me, and not so much this picture, it's not where I'm going with it, but my friend Jason lived in Colorado for a bit, and I went out and visited him. And everywhere we went, no matter how small the town was, it seemed like they all had, and it's Colorado, so it makes sense, at least a little brewery. And you'd go in there, and they had their version of a pale ale, they had their version, and like every single one of them had their version of a blonde ale. And then I came back to New York, and very rarely would I go to a brewery and see a blonde ale. So anytime I see a blonde ale, it just kind of makes me think about that trip and how, I don't know if New York is weird or Colorado's weird or we're two extremes and the norm somewhere in the middle. I don't know, but I don't see them a lot. Is the takeaway. So it's got that like straw, somewhat unfiltered look. About a finger and a half of a bone white head, relatively compact bubbles. I'd say it looks the part. Let's get the aroma. Slight lemon zest, a little orchardy, like apple. Now some orange mixing with that lemon. It's fruity, but it's more zest than orange juice or lemon juice. It's more like apple skin than apple cider or apple juice. So it kind of interestingly, I've said this before, not often, the way the fruit's hitting me, it's more of like walking around the produce section of a grocery store than making a smoothie where you're like blending everything together or drinking juice or nectar or whatever. So it has more of like the outside of the fruits that I'm getting. A little bit of a grassy earthiness. Smells nice. Get into the glass. Cheers. Thanks again, Ty. Hope you're doing well. Follows that aroma pretty well. This is super refreshing. Wow. This would, given the it's not just crisp, but like given some of the crispness of this beer, it's super drinkability. It's lower ABV. Hot day, drinking a 4-pack outside, on the water or hanging out, doing projects around the house, like whatever. This would be one of those kind of beers for sure. But yeah, I get the zestiness of a little bit of orange and lemon. I get some not super strong, not like off flavor apple. I was thinking maybe some pear in the aroma, but I'm not getting pear in the taste. There's a slight nuttiness I'm getting, which I did not get in the aroma. And then that floral thing for sure. And again, it's not the crispest beer I've ever had, but there's just this, and the zestiness helps. There's just a nice level of crispness to it. It's like I can't just say crispness. Like I can't say it because I want to say it like Christmas, like crispness, but my mouth won't let me say it. Crispness, close enough. So doesn't it sound like I'm saying Christmas? If you put on the subtitles, like the automatic generated subtitles, that must have converted it to Christmas, right? Slight grapiness, like grape juice. So that's interesting. The first time I'm getting a juice fruitiness, and it's grape juice, like white grape juice specifically. The other stuff I'm keeping the same. So there's a little bit more sweetness I'm getting. It seems like compounding on my palate as I sip it. A little bit of a hoppy bitterness, obviously. I should have mentioned that earlier. Kind of like just generically beer bitterness. The bitterness isn't tied to any other flavors for me anyway. One more sip. This is really nice. I mean, look how fast I'm going with this. That time it was a little bit of apple juice as well. So yeah, that sweetness is coming out. The citrus stuff still just like quick zests. This is nice. I really like this beer a lot, actually. And again, I don't see a lot of blonde ales, and lower ABV, full flavor. This is great. I'm really enjoying this. So Ty, thanks again so much, man. I really appreciate it. I think I still have one more beer that he sent, and it's a stout. It's in my stout fridge. So at some point, I'll definitely be doing that. Just I almost said this is the last one because these were in my regular refrigerator, not my stout fridge that's right off camera. But anyway, that's stuff that could have been said in my head and not to you guys. Yeah, so this was fantastic. How about blonde ales? Like any comments or thoughts about blonde ales? Last time you had one, last time you saw one at a brewery? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.